DARTS Masters, sponsored by Unibet.
Good evening and welcome to On The Wire on the official YouTube channel of the PDC. And we're here in Edinburgh for the Unibet Masters. And what a night of darts we've had here. I mean, it looked like it was going to be a Van Gerwen-Taylor final. But James Wade and Mervyn King upset the party for those. And it was a Wade-King final. And what a night of darts. And I'm joined by Ed Nicholson of Unibet. I have to say, Ed, you got out of jail, haven't you?
We certainly did. They say a week's a long time in politics. 2 sessions is a long time in darts betting. Unbelievable. I mean, we were up against it with 8 consecutive favourites winning, and then we came to the 2 semis with both the power 2 really looking like they were going to win, and they both didn't make the final, and they were the only 2 bad results for us at Unibet. So, yeah, we got out of jail, you're quite right, and we actually made some money on the event. Incredible.
Well, time for a bit of lunch then, I think, Ed. But at 9-2 down, I mean, what were the odds on James Wade to come back and actually win that game? And did you have any punters take on that bet? We
had no bets at 9-2, and I'll tell you why. Because we were only offering half the betting market. We offered no odds on Mervyn King when it was 9-2. We packed up and went home. We thought it was a foregone conclusion. We went 50-1 on Wade, but no one wanted to take it. We just, it was going to be a win for Mervyn King, and we can't believe that Wade came back. We've had some amazing comebacks in sport, haven't we? The miracle in Medina. We've had Liverpool coming back. Red Rum catching crisp in the 73 National. Skurlog champ always coming back in those races on greyhounds. But this, having been here to watch it and not having been at any of those other aforementioned sports, it really did, make the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. And if I had hairs on my head, I'm sure they would have stood up as well.
Yeah, it was an incredible comeback. I mean, at 9-2, it's probably the biggest comeback, certainly in any final that the PDC has had in the last 20 years. And fair play to James Wade to stick in there. He could have easily given up, but he didn't.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at the way he was playing, he didn't seem to have that zip that he had all the way running through. And we were watching it with some real, darts experts, and they were saying it's a foregone conclusion. He's lost it. He's lost his step. But then all of a sudden he got the momentum, and we were with Gavin Hastings as well, a former rugby legend, and he said that there's a thin line between success and failure in top class sport, and we saw that today. I mean, there were 7 darts that King had to take the title, and each one didn't go where it's supposed to, and then along comes James Wade and wins the pot, the £50,000 pot, and it was an incredible time to be at a darts match and to be representing the sponsor, and it was an incredible match, and I'm so proud to have been here.
Yeah, certainly, and I'm so pleased with Mervyn King, the way he took that defeat. I mean, now he'll be back at the hotel and he will be hurting, and hopefully, those 7 darts won't hurt him when he goes forward into other tournaments coming up. But it can hurt a player, and we'll see over the next 2 or 3 weeks whether it affects Mervyn King. Yeah,
psychologically, it does. In any sport, it affects when you go through a winning run or a losing run. That's why a lot of football managers like to keep the same team, even when they go into cup competitions, just to keep the winning mentality going. And it will be interesting to see how he copes in the Grand Slam and the World Champs and the Players' Champs coming up, because he was going through a really good patch of form, wasn't he? And I think that was his confident patch. Now, well, it'll be interesting to see if he can bounce back. But one thing's for sure, Wade is on the crest of a wave, and it will be worth following him in the next few weeks.
Yeah, certainly. Well, I totally agree there. Well, James Wade was the winner in the end, coming back from 9-2 down, and he had a little chat with our media officer, Dave Allen.
James, congratulations. That's quite a remarkable way to win the Unibet Masters title. 9-2 down, you've won 11-10. Can you put it into words for us how you've come back there?
I think I had all my Christmas presents, birthday presents, everything all in one there, and it still hasn't sunk in. I'm smiling, but it's, I shouldn't have won, let's be honest. But, I didn't, I'm so happy.
As you started to claw back slowly, did you think, just take it one leg at a time and I might get there?
No, I just thought win a few more legs, get a bit of self-respect, try and draw back the deficit a little bit, and try and, like I say, gain a bit of self-respect. And I didn't expect to win. I really didn't, genuinely. But I'm quite good at finishing under pressure. So I still can't believe. But yeah, I can't believe I won.
Well, a very humble James Wade there, I have to say. Well, that weren't the only competition here this evening. The conclusion of Daniela against Sammy came up, and Maxter, well, what are they up to this time?
It can get dangerous as the competition heats up. Welcome back to On The Wire. We have the Sammy and Daniela challenge. This time it involves weapons. Yes, as you can see, the girls are armed with gas compressed weapons that are now going to fire a ball at the Unibet sign. She's armed, she's dangerous. No, this isn't a scene from a James Bond film. This is Sammy Marsh during her challenge. There's the Unibet sign, there's the weapon, there's the ball. All you need to do is aim, press the trigger, and if you'd like to excuse me, I'm going to get out of the way. Remarkable. That hit the exit sign just below the Unibet sign. Next to go is Daniela. Daniela's on the firing line. Have you ever handled such a big weapon? No? Okay, well, it's quite simple. You have a ball inside here. This is a compressed gun. We'll ask that man to move for his own safety. You aim at the Unibet sign. Best of luck. Game on. Bit too high. They get one more go. Okay, so this is for the win. This is for the win. Good luck. Yeah! Oh! So close and yet so far. Daniela, if you hit the sign, you're already 1-0 in front in the Walk On Girls Challenge, but if you hit the sign, you go 2-0 in front. Where did that go? Oh well, the overall winner in this competition is Daniela. Congratulations, Sammy, commiserations. I hope the army doesn't need your services. See you later.
Well, thanks, Maxter. I have to say he's a braver man than me. He'd been in between two girls with two weapons like that, I have to say. Anyway, going back to the darts, and with the way the players performed here at the Masters, how does that look for those odds going into the World Championships?
Well, there's been a slight change, it must be said. Van Gerwen is now outright favourite in the market, 7-4, and Taylor, who he was justifying joint favouritism with, pushed out to 5-2. The big change, as you would expect, is Wade. He's now in from 8s. He was 16-1 before his win, so he's now down to 8s. And Anderson 10, Lewis 10. I'll just put in there King. He's 100-1. Now, you know, if he'd won and he came 7 darts away from winning, that price would have been 33s. So, you know, you can look at it and you can say that maybe 100-1 is actually good value, especially if you look at the each way side of it. There will be a few people taking that because with other firms it's as short as 40 and 33-1. So 100-1 King, I'm expecting a few quid. But as we said, you might want to look at the next week's tournament and see how he takes this defeat, because it might take a bit of getting over.
Well, certainly, yes, and the next tournament is the Grand Slam in Wolverhampton, which starts live on Sky Sports next Saturday. And you're right, but Mervyn King at 100-1, I think that's worth a bit of anybody's money each way, I have to say. Well, Dave Chisnell was in the tournament, and Maxter caught up with him for the Chisnell Takeover.
Twitter Takeover with John McDonald and the one and only, it's Chizzy, Dave Chisnell. Thanks, Dave. Some questions are coming, mate. I love that bit. What's that mean, though, Dave? I've never quite got that. You come on stage and you give it all that. What does that mean? Give me an idea.
It's on the what's the program called now?
Well, I haven't got a clue. That's why I asked.
The Frankie Dyer.
Oh, there you go. That's it. That's it then. So now the answer's out there. Here we go then. David McCutcheon has asked, what football team do you support?
Liverpool.
Wow. Also, David McCutcheon has asked us this question. Who do you think will win the World Youth Championship this year?
Oh, Dimitri.
Dimitri, there you go. Stuart Skeldon has asked, apart from MVG and Taylor, who do you prefer not to face in tournaments?
Michael Van Gerwen.
Well, it says apart from MVG and Taylor. It's got, you know, the clues in the question really. But go on in. Who would you rather not play apart from Taylor and MVG?
All right, shit.
I don't think he's on the tour, that one.
Who should I pick?
There's no rush. We don't go on holiday till August.
I'm just thinking who have not beat for. Okay, Barneveld.
Barney. So there you got it. MVG, Taylor. Now you can add Barney to that. Oh, here we are. Ben from AFC. Ben AFC. Sorry. Can you wear the vest on stage, please?
Yeah, they let me.
Have you ever sorry, Ben's question again, and he's besotted by this vest. I've no idea. Have you ever thought about releasing your own range of vests?
No, but Roger does.
Roger, for those of you watching at home, Roger is the person you hear in the background shouting out, "Dave! Go on, Dave! Go on, Chiz!" Peter van der Wilden has asked, do you have any weird routines before a match?
No.
There you go, Peter. Bruce Robertson, what is your favourite venue you play in?
I've got two. I've got Blackpool and I've got the Wales Ali Pala.
Ali Pali and Blackpool. They are your answers. This has been a most amazing event. Thank you so much.
Well, as I said, we do have the Grand Slam coming up where we have BDO players playing in it. And Dave Allen caught up with Alan Norris, who was runner-up in the Lakeside World Championships at the early part of this year.
Now, you'll be a pretty new face to all of us at the PDC and obviously to the PDC fans, but we know what to expect from you. Big finishes, lots of 180s, and the chance for you to lock horns with the likes of Phil Taylor, Michael Van Gerwen.
Yeah, so you know, for me, is you know, I've been doing the BDO circuit a while now, so you know, do a few exhibitions and that. This will be like I'll be on the other side of it. Feel like playing an exhibition match against, you know, some of your darting heroes. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to logging horns with them. So it's going to be good.
Well, we are going to be in the Grand Slam next week, and we have the return of this guy.
Welcome to On the Wire. On the Wire.
For a man in his prime, could he give us the gift of a magical night?
MVG is bald instead. The laser lights bounce off his head.
Audiences will laugh and thrash, but despite winning all that cash, he had a dodgy 90s tash. Phil the powered sailor.
Cheers.
And Dawson!
Well, that's about it from us from Edinburgh for the Unibet Masters. I'd just like to thank Ed for all your help this week. It's been a good tournament.
It's been a great tournament. We very much enjoyed being part of it, and thanks go to everyone at the PDC. Thank you.
Well, we are at the Grand Slam next week. As I said, Sky Sports next Saturday. We'll be there. Make sure you join us.
The Darts Masters, sponsored by Unibet.